Welcome all to Is Pharmacology Difficult podcast. I'm your host Dr. Radhika Vijay, MBBS MD Pharmacology, and this is the audio hub to get the best simplified basic tips, strategies, methods, and lots of ideas to learn better, understand better, and make your concepts crystal clear. If you really find, and if there's a question going on in your mind, is pharmacology difficult? Lend me your ears for a while and let in the magic of knowledge. So, hello everyone. Pretty Paris Olympics are on. Loving the hustle bustle of wins and loss. Some master blasters turned historic in apostrophe 24. Not necessary, all your favs won the toss. Let me admit, no doubts, Novak Djokovic is the boss. Well, switching over to our subject, today's topic is a simple continuation of physiological functions of serotonin, and no doubts, today we're gonna wrap up this one. First and foremost, you already know there are so many receptor subtypes of 5-HT, that is serotonin in the brain, and the brain is flooded with all of these varieties. Whatever CNS functions you can count on your fingers, they are affected by serotonin. Let me count a few of them for you: sensory perception, sleep, cognition, temperature regulation, mood, appetite, motor activity, and the list is little long. The raphe nuclei of the brainstem contains principal cell bodies of the 5-HT neurons, and the projections they spread all over the brain and the spinal cord. Not only special synaptic sites, they are the hubs of serotonin release, but axonal varicosities, which don't occur as synaptic contacts, they are also the hubs of 5-HT release. So now, can you imagine? 5-HT is not only a neurotransmitter, but it's also a neuromodulator. Second point that we need to emphasize upon is, hey, do you feel a lot of anger within yourself? Are you impulsive? Do you know you are short of serotonin? Oh yes, low 5 capital HIAA levels in the cerebrospinal fluid, they tend to affect the human moods violently. Studies have revealed that a point mutation in monoamine oxidase A, that is capital MAOA, it leads to the leaps and bounds of angry moods and behaviors. Sometimes it may lead to mental impairment also. Studies were conducted by Cases et al. In the knockout mice. On the contrary, when 5-HT1A or 5-HT1B receptors they are stimulated, the anti-aggression mood is elevated. Confirmed by the knocking out of 5-HT1B gene and observing higher aggressive attitudes. Along with 5-HT1A and 5-HT1B, 5-HT2C, they are receptors. These receptors are also involved in the mood cycle of aggression and impulsivity. So this was quite an interesting fact and knowledgeable bite that I just gave to you. Next, what? The earliest affection of serotonin was identified and demonstrated to have been connected with the sleep-wake cycle. Extremely low levels of serotonin along with p-chlorophenylalanine, which is a tryptophan hydroxylase inhibitor, this combination leads to insomnia. So the next question that would arise in your mind is how to deal with this insomnia. Well. Why not use 5-HT precursor, 5-hydroxytryptophan? Also, apart from this, using L-tryptophan or with non-selective 5-HT, that is serotonin agonists, they all enhance the sleep onset and the total sleep duration. Additionally, Serotonin or 5-HT antagonists can increase or decrease the slow wave sleep by stimulating or opposing respectively the 5-HT receptor subtypes. Now, it was researched thoroughly that by administering selective 5-HT2A or 2C receptor antagonists, like one of the example, ritanserine, there was observed a kind of increase in the slow wave sleep in the laboratory animals, and even this observation was found positive in humans. Also to note, pimavanserin, selective 5-HT2A receptor antagonist, this particular drug also demonstrated positive effects on the sleep cycle. But this drug is still under research and clinical trials. Now, lastly, we need to talk about what? Eating, hunger, food, appetite, and obesity. 5-HT2C agonist, namely lorcaserin, was approved for weight loss, but FDA had a concern related to it about certain cancers caused by it, so that led to its withdrawal from the market. Now, this drug stimulates 5-HT2C receptors on anorexigenic pro-opiomelanocortin neurons in the arcuate nucleus of hypothalamus. Now, this brings in picture another set of drugs, namely halogenated amphetamines, and their names are fenfluramine and dexfenfluramine. Well, these two drugs that I'm talking about, they not only promote the 5-HT, that is serotonin release, but also block its reuptake, and they are wonderful agents to reduce the appetite. Then you might have heard about a popular diet regime, fen-phen, and its spelling is FEN-PHEN. That's a combination of fenfluramine and phentermine. But to a great surprise, fenfluramine and the cis drug dexfenfluramine, they were withdrawn from the US market because they pose dangers like fatal heart valve diseases and associated pulmonary hypertension. Well, can you guess the etiology behind this? A certain etiology behind this problem was the toxicity that was due to stimulation of 5-HT2B receptors, which caused abnormal proliferation of the cells in the heart valves. Similar drugs like ergot alkaloids, which were having to cause similar problem, they were also withdrawn at the same time from the market. So these are nice, great facts and knowledgeable bytes that you should know, and you should actually cherish and learn about all these things as you learn about the different mechanisms, the physiological functions of serotonin in our body. That's all, folks, for the day. Hope you had an eternally wonderful, beautiful today, and hope to plan great ventures in leftover span of the day. Wishing you all great explorations and learnings till we meet next. For all the updates and latest episodes of my podcast, do visit www.ispharmacologydifficult.com, where you can also subscribe to a monthly e-newsletter of mine, which contains drug updates, medical updates, and all the medical sciences updates. You can follow me on different social media handles like Twitter, Insta, Facebook, and LinkedIn. In case you are listening for the first time, whatever platform you are consuming this episode, don't forget to subscribe and follow my podcast. Till the next time we meet again, thank you, take care, bye-bye.